So hello, Professor Bright here, and welcome back to the Sunless Skies, where I continue to be very indecisive. Also, I forgot to turn in my port report, so we're going to do that first thing. But, regarding me being indecisive, I think we're going to go to Leadbeater and Stainrod before we go back to Hybris. And by then we'll have spent so much time that we're probably going to end up at the Blue Kingdom, checking on those little cultists, the psalmists, as they prefer. But yes, Victory Hall, hi. Hello, here, have some port reports. They're lovely. Also worth a decent amount. I did spend an otherworldly artifact, but let me get some Savage Secrets. I think that's more useful. I don't really see anything else I would make use of, honestly. Not at this point. Of the very few things I can extract from these people, Savage Secrets are more useful. I have plenty of those otherworldly artifacts still, I think. Is that accurate? Hold that thought. Do I still have plenty of those? 'Cause... Wait, reach Port Avon what? I have questions there. Bum. Where would one find... Ah, there they are. Yeah, I've got 11 of them. It's plenty. Plentiful supplies. Hello. The UCE Illyrian. Cute. Onward, though. I do not like this lack of music. Also, we have to remember to kill bees for their sigils. And delicious, delicious chorister honey/nectar. Pretty sure it's honey. Though I could be wrong. I wonder. Last episode we read about, well, I say we read about, we experienced a treaty between Messenger and the Verdants, or a Verdant. And it has me wondering about a lot of things. Why are these islands all separated now? What precisely happened to the sun that was in charge of this area? You know, it occurs to me, actually, when they were initially promoting the Sunless Skies, there was talk of something that was killing suns. What was that? And have we seen any evidence of it? Reassemble this lost sigil. Like the other bees, this too has been damaged by the battle, but I only need one more detail to have the full symbol. The bee sings its song even as it dies, a discordant accompaniment to your triumph. You trace the final detail of the sigil marking every chorister bee. You return to your cabin and overlay the 3 sketches. Between them, the sigil, trapped between the pages, pinned down here, it is easy to make a perfect copy. Then it is only a matter of sifting through your notes till you identify it. A victory hard fought, a success twice as sweet. This is an exuberant sigil. Alone it is quiescent. In proximity to other sigils, it may immolate with pride. Curious, a victory against who? This fragmentary master sigil was described in the scorched handwritten Chinswick Myers manuscript. Your copy of the sigil will be better cared for, drawn in a notebook all by itself and stored at the opposite end of your locomotive from any other sigil. You consult the Clerk of Seven's notes for clues as to the location of more lost sigils. A handful of Eleutherian travelers have seen a sigil in Langley Hall. Enthusiastic reports on the Great Exhibition before it closed make clear that there was once a sigil at the Clockwork Sun. Both would be worth visiting in search of sigils. I thought there was supposed to be one at the relay. Oh, noted. Langley Hall. Specifically, Langley Hall. And it says I need 2 more, but, I mean, well, that shouldn't be much of an issue. We'll get 1 more, and then we'll go to the Clockwork Sun, because we have business with that thing. It is perhaps unfair we find it as distasteful as we do, but, well, we remember what the Dawn Machine did. And we suspect many things. Excuse me, what? Export sapling knots? Someone's ordered them from Leadbeater and Stainrod. There's an open call for captains willing to deliver. Who? Where? To Port Prosper. Okay. Curious. What do you mean sapling knots, though? Curious. Leadbeater and Stainrod Bay, I think, is where I want to go. No, actually, no. There you are. Base of research. The researchers of the reserve have a number of laboratories scattered amongst the tourist cabins. Ask the phlegmatic researcher about his completed research. He left a note at the doctor asking you to drop by. The phlegmatic researcher's table is covered with thick grass and growing rapidly. His colleagues are celebrating vigorously, more so even than last time. A scout is singing loudly, if tunelessly. Another is stomping through the room in some kind of dance. The phlegmatic researcher smiles uneasily. He is delighted and unsettled by the exuberance of the celebrations. Tell me more. The reach contains certain growth-encouraging airs, which I acquired. Captains call it the peacock wind, I call it the breath of God. Bit, what's the word? Ostentatious. The phlegmatic researcher strikes the table with his cane. And this is what we've accomplished. A fertilizer so potent it'll grow whatever you seed into it. Costs a fortune to make, but it's still a tremendous step forward. He glances warily at the singing scout, whose voice is growing hoarse. I don't know what's gotten into them, although I suppose it is a remarkable discovery. I can't help but notice that, this is happening in proximity to this fertilizer. I think you've made something more than just a fertilizer, sir. But, let's see your, what is your current course of study, actually? Yes. That will be revealed in time. Thank you. Your list, then, sir. Needs 1 of the following requests. Of course, he's happy to reward you for more. The pen of a scribe spinster. Ligaments of a guest. A Traitor's Wood mandrake. And ice from Old Tom's Well. Oh, boy, that is quite the list. Got me going all over the place for that. Old Tom's Well. It's right there, I mean... He says he'll pay for the rest, but he only needs 1. Curious. I assume there are better results if I get all of them, presumably. Let's write down Scribe Spinster. Pen. Can I... There you are. Oh, great, the winds. Well, Scribe Spinster. Just a little adjustment there. A guest. We're getting Old Tom's Well. What was the 4th one on our list? Research. I should try to enter the Regent's grave, but not today, obviously. The Factor, that's who that was. But no, am I blind? Servitor's Liberation, request an Eagle's Empyrean. I'm blind. There you are. Traitor's Wood. So yeah, 2 of those require me to go to Eleutheria, and I mean, that's not that big a deal. We can do that. There certainly isn't anything stopping us from getting those things. Probably. Could you stop with your terror? It's really quite irritating. It's not even especially harmful. It's a little bit harmful. A slight problem. I wonder, could we wrap around here? You know what? It's worth it. Let's do some exploration. Get some more spaces cleared up on the map. We have an abundance of fuel for now. Although I will have to get more. Let's give that a wide berth. Hello. Oh. Oh, just another relic. Ah. Largely useless. But you know, I wonder, and I see this space this way. It makes me curious. Though perhaps I will regret this curiosity. Ahead, the sky is full of midnight. The graveyard of stars. A waste stretches before you. The star that reigned over it died cold eons ago. Now its domain is empty of life, drowned in darkness, harried by a howling wind. Your crew beg you to turn back. All that waits ahead is the slow shedding of all that you were, then a frozen death. Oh. Search the frosted ruins for one of the lost sigils. The vast ruins are decorated with ice, some in fractal patterns, others with marks that could almost be writing. Expensive, but there we are. As you search, there's a flicker in your peripheral vision. You look for the cause and discover a camp frozen hard as iron. Perhaps the movement was this brittle flag. Slipping from its pole to the ground, it is marked with the quill and star, emblem of the Singh Jenkins expedition. On a vast pillar supporting a lean-to, you see a sigil, flaring like a sore. The cold clenches hard. You take a rubbing and rush back to the warmth of your engine. A sigil of a zenith compromised, of triumph subverted. Make a copy. Transfer the rubbing to something more permanent. The sheet you brought inside is starting to singe. Your first copy flares into fire and is ash before it can be doused, but you are prepared for the second attempt. The moment the copy is complete, you place it in a tarpaulin pouch, then pack it in ice, so long as the sigil remains cold. Pardon me. It should be relatively safe. The Singh Jenkins expedition spent some time in Lustrum, where they lost crew. More lurid stories suggest that one of the leaders of the expedition made a bargain with the things at Eleutheria's crossroads. You might find more sigils at either location. But you see, I just need one more. Oh, what the hell is happening there? Okay. Noted. I knew there'd be something at one of these gaps. Okay, well, we burnt a lot of fuel in the process, but now I don't really need to go to Eleutheria. Well, I still need to go to Eleutheria to kill some things. But we have more reason to go to London, get that last sigil at the Clockwork Sun, and then be on our merry way. And we have enough time to... Well, enough time has passed that the psalmists should be done with. Ah. Well, that's just irritating is what that is. Try to gain some crew. Crew are always useful. Huh. You explore corridors whose walls and ceilings are daubed with unfamiliar constellations. At last you find a cabin barricaded from within. It holds a crewman who seems lucid. He begs to join your crew. Your own crew aren't sure. What if the star madness seizes him? Lose terror, which would be useful. You'll drop him off at the next port. In the meantime, he'll be confined to quarters. He looks disappointed, but agrees. The crew are happier with him locked away, and are cheered by being able to perform this act of sensibly cautious charity. And I got 50 bucks. Sovereigns, rather, but... there we are. Also, we're about to go into the Maelstrom, so... yeah... Whirlwind, turbulence, the Hauntclux. I did tell you all to hold on. A little bit more wreckage. And here we are. Where's that little plot of land? Descend. You'll land but risk damaging your hull, but we're good enough that we don't even need to worry about it. Hi, I'm just here for some ice, and then I'm gonna go. The phlegmatic researcher in the Leadbeard and Stainrod Nature Reserve had better pay well for this, or at least he'd better learn something interesting. Not even the ice of Old Tom's Well could withstand the teeth of a strong saw. You cut through it easily until you've a solid block of ice with which to present the researcher. Goodbye. Nothing else here that I want to deal with, so goodbye. Actually, we could slingshot our way around, couldn't we? Because I noticed that it was pulling me back that way. Ooh, look at the size of you. I want many things, but let's steal that first. You know, I never did take out a Liberator. I know you got some side-mounted guns and back-mounted guns, I believe, judging on that little thing there, but, you know. Nothing fore-mounted, it doesn't look like. Nope, I was wrong. But nothing back-mounted, though. Shit. Nope, that's not the direction I wanted. Okay. Well. Yeah, I definitely had the range advantage. I could have exploited that more. But let's look around. The tackety response to London's dreadnoughts, Liberators are lumbering jury-rigged war engines, bulging with homemade fire belchers and second-hand weaponry. A large piece of the Liberator's hull survived the explosion. A conflagration rages within, undoubtedly fueled by a spillage from the fire belcher's tanks. You could use a few good hands if any survived, although they might not like the fact that I blew up their ship. But let's see. Oh my. 3 crew, I'm happy with that. Your signaler sights frantic figures at an aft window, billowing with smoke. Your driver steers your engine as close as they can, and the Liberator's crew make the jump willingly. Better the sky than the fire. I'll take that. That was totally worth it. I think I need to start destroying more Liberators. Now I know. Sure. That does mean we're kind of taking out some Tacketies. And we did support the Tacketies, and it's kind of evil. A little bit. For certain values of evil. But... it's profitable. And profit trumps all. Everything for profit. Nope, other direction. Didn't want that, thank you. Alright, we're just gonna go to Magdalene's for the fuel and supplies. And a quick little stop at Port Prosper to drop off those sapling knots, and... yeah, we could buy fuel there, so... yeah, that's a little bit of a trip. I don't know. I hate to leave Hybris off for another day again, but... counterpoint, we do just want to make a quick trip to the Blue Kingdom as well. I'm considering things. Thinking about choices. Yes, I would love to do something about our nightmares, Auntie, but the thing is, I don't have enough moments of inspiration to do anything about them. Yeah. Although getting rid of our terror wouldn't be the worst of ideas. Yeah, while we're here. In exchange for savage secrets? Absolutely. Yeah, we know these are not actually that helpful. Oh, wow, that actually did quite a number on our terror. Keepsake market. Let's see what we've got. I don't really need an otherworldly artifact, honestly. Your bazaar have anything interesting? It does. And I'm going to take an abundant... Well, no, maybe not. I think that'll do for what we're doing. This is, after all, just a quick little... Oh, what? A cryptic stoker wants to hold a memorial service for the crew that have recently died in your service. Judging by his tattoos of a storm studded with mouths and his rattling collection of talismans, the ceremony is unlikely to be Christian. You were not, alas, a priest. Interesting, though. You would like to say a few words? Ah, a pity. The crew listen impatiently as you recount the names of the dead. You get the impression you're not the main attraction. They become more animated when the cryptic stoker takes the floor. He speaks of lost voices carried on the winds, of a wandering storm, of yesterday's house, where those who were extinguished are remembered. Curious. Curious. Huh. Alright. I'm okay with that. I don't think there are any of my officers, though. Hold. No, I mean... There we are. I could have sworn I put one of my mascots in charge before, but apparently it didn't. I don't think it'll... It might increase my terror doing this, but... Okay, fair. Can only be assigned. Used to be there was like a terror deduction. I mean, you can't just sit there and not expect me to destroy both of you. Scrap and scuttle it. Look, is what we're doing evil? Yes, technically. But I do it for money. As always. Oh, you do have rear-facing guns. Oh, God. Okay. Gotta use our range advantage, then. Ugh. Well, still got a few hits in. Although it didn't do nearly as much damage as I would think it would. Well, maybe it didn't hit me. Oh, God. There it goes, exploding again. Alright, but that isn't too difficult. Scavenger's plating for repairs. A lot of repairs, okay. Liberator's plating was recently cored from a vast bronzewood. It is pitted and scarred, but still gleams. Your crew set to work, sawing it into manageable pieces to fill the gaps in your own armor. They did a damn good job, okay. Not especially profitable, this venture, but I suppose I did repair my hull entirely. Sort of worth it. Sort of worth it. To Port Prosper, please. And then... Well, then I think it's just New Winchester and a bit of a rest. From me, at least. Oh? I mean, why not? Bronzewood's usually more valuable. Nope. Bother. Yeah, definitely a trip to New Winchester. I really need to stock up on fuel if I'm going to go for a Hybris expedition. Especially if I plan on going to Hybris and then going to Eleutheria. Oh, hello. You are an excellent source of money. Uh-oh. Stop that. Yep, I was afraid of that. Bother. Could you just stay in one place and die for me? Thank you. I appreciate that. Ministry secrets, por favor? Yeah, I guess we'll make do with a unlicensed chart. Oh, what facets do we have? Oh. Rubbery inclinations. Long arm of the law. Oh, an affiliation, villainy, or establishment. I think the villainy, pardon, is more useful, but I see this too, and I'm curious. Oh. The Rubbery Men are the least fortunate of London citizens, squid-faced, mournful, incomprehensible, and despised. They clustered in rookeries and alleys, singing in gloomy, fluting voices of Axil, their lost home. Why did you associate with them? To learn their shapling arts. It is said that the Rubbery Men can knead flesh, knit cartilage, and bend bones. They've not always looked like this. And that would increase my veils and my mirrors a little bit more. Why not? Because we could use hearts more, that is true. 'Tis true, 'tis true. We need hearts. More than anything else. Iron would be kind of useful. And that would get us closer to getting it to 50. Well, it's not like any of the rest of these really give me much in the way of hearts, and I need hearts at the end of the day. Let's look at this. This makes sense. You've always kept yourself in peak condition via a regime of relentless physical improvement. Determination is crucial once a day, every day, regardless of mood or circumstances. What is the nature of your regime? A program of calisthenics, although, again, as I recall, a bit of villainy affiliation would help allow us to smuggle. I said. Oh, after all. Why not? Truncheon and helmet, whistle and boots. Depending on your point of view, the police are A, the line that separates us from anarchy, B, a merciless instrument of the state, or C, the worst gang in London. How were you connected to them? An informant, of course. You had many friends in the criminal underworld. A certain detective found that useful. Curious. Exit for now. Yeah, 15,000 is going to take a while. I figured I'd go with the thing that is the most difficult to acquire, and affiliations. Villainy, while it might not have been necessary for us to start smuggling, that was the more difficult to get. We already have some establishment. Although you could argue I should go full in on one or the other, but yeah. The choice has been made. I haven't taken the time to look up or remember what was required for that. I'm not letting settlers around. Why the devil Explore Port Prosper, perhaps. A port report, of course. There we are, though. Deliver the sapling knots. Drop them off with the clerks at the loading bay. They'll see it gets to its destination. The clerk with the polished buttons passes you your fee after all the requisite papers are signed. Or dispatched to run in to see it delivered. Thank you. Good. What do you have at the bazaar? Ah. I'll take those souls off your hands. Thank you. And a bit more... Ooh. Can't afford more fuel. Well. This'll be a problem. Let's get ourselves back to New Winchester, where I'm then going to plan and plot. And decide. We are getting to the point where we might have to grab the bleak industrialists? The industrialists, I forget his adjective. But yes, we might have to get his lost love back. He might have to lose his love again. Tragic in its own way. But I can't lose access to the daughter of the Sapphired King. She's key to me getting my name back. On the other hand, I don't know that I'll permanently lose access to her. So, Choices. But matters for the future. Right now, we're just gonna relax. Go back to New Winchester. Have a nice little trip. Just go see the rat. The memorial to the unknown rat. Rather. It's a lovely rat statue. Truly, and it most importantly deals with our terror. Also, is it just me or have I not heard any music in any of the recent trips? Curiosities. I say that and immediately the music begins. That was it for our terror? Okay, I'll take it. Now, the debate is going to be if next episode we go to the Blue Kingdom, check on our little cult. You get to... Well, actually, no. You're on your own. You're very vulnerable. And it's slightly profitable to kill you, so... Sorry. Sorry about this. Really, really sorry. But you need to die. For the greater good. Well, I was hoping for something else. Sees its cargo. See what we found. Nothing useful. Just a little bit of chorister nectar. Honey, whatever. Is it chorister honey or chorister nectar? It's chorister nectar, right. I was correct. Was kind of hoping for the hull repair, but alas. Oh, by the way, was there any... No, we finished our only prospect. Good. Good. Great, even. You know... Do I really need to go to Eleutheria? No. I could just let the researcher be. Just not have to deal with him. In fact, I could just give the researcher the ice I got. I don't know. I'm indecisive on what of the many tasks ahead that I want to pursue. I don't know. We'll decide later. It's not a decision we have to make today, after all. But this business of lost sigils interests me. Obviously, we're going to deal with the cult first, or check up on the cult first. See how the psalmists are adapting to the well, and see how the lovely widows are dealing with them. I I have to imagine that I'm going to go back there and there's going to be a bunch of corpses strung up along the well. But we shall see. A matter for the future. For right now, thank you all for your time. Know the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly. And I will see you all soon. Good day.